Hello everybody, I hope you're all very well. Bamboo Betty here. My daughter Begonia Coconut is out paroling the grounds and I'll take you out there in a bit to show you a Yarden update. It's quite exciting. But today I'm going to show you just some things that I've found in the flea market, which was yesterday for me, 2 days ago for you if you're watching on this Feelgood Friday, and also some small things that I've found in the thrift stores over the last week. It hasn't been a huge bumper haul because of the extended coronation bank holiday Mondays. We've got 3 bank holiday Mondays in this month, which is a public holiday. So lots of shops have been shut, and it always means that I work extra hard. Whenever there's a bank holiday, because I'm freelance, I work sort of 3 times as hard as I normally would if it was just a normal Monday. They could usually kind of slip by. Never mind. I'll survive. So I haven't got a cup of tea today, but something I found yesterday in the flea market is sort of the theme of everything I've found this week. I don't know why. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes there's a bit of a vibe going on, and the whole thing is a little bit, you old sea dog. There he is. In an alternative universe, and I were a dog and Begonia Coconut were a bird, this would be us. Look at him with his pirate leg and his pirate eye patch. Do you know what? I could really do with one of them. Yeah, and there should be on my back. And can I just say, if you bend over in the Yarden, you've had it. You're going to be bent over for the next 3 hours because she's like sort of a ninja. She's always looming in the corner. And if I bend over at a 90-degree angle, I feel the imminent lunge, and then the landing paw on my back, and then all 4 paws join them. And there we are in the garden, me bent over like a stupid old witchy poo with hair on my back, bit like this. Anyway, this is fabulous. It's never been used. It was obviously a gift for someone that they were very ungrateful about and didn't use. Got it in the flea marché, you old sea dog. I'm a bit of a sea dog, more of a sea cat really. Used to live on a boat for 10 years and well, that's another story for another life and another day. And it's by Moorland Pottery, Burslem, made in England. The designer is John Plant, and that's from 2007. Moorland potteries are fantastic. They are based in Stoke in England, which is basically the sort of epicenter of pottery, isn't it? Obviously Stoke potteries are legendary, and this is sort of a lovely modern design. So yeah, the teacup that I use a lot, the ironic cup that says "Trust me, I'm a teacher," same company, Moorland Pottery. You'll see a lot of these designs. So I thought that was wicked. That was £1. I also found some jewellery in the flea market yesterday from my regular trader, and it all sort of loosely had a theme of being a little bit nomadic. You know, the sort of tribal, digital nomad, hippie-ish look. The sort of, you know, the new age traveller theme. And I got these, which I thought were quite interesting. Well, one is more interesting, and one is repulsive. This is by, where is it? Oh, there. Don Bell, and it's an armband you wear on your upper arm. It's sort of a tribal themed, ethnic designed arrow with a small stone in there, and I thought that was interesting. I didn't really want this one, but I really couldn't leave it either because it's so weird and I can't find anything online about it. Oh my god. Warning to all the people who are repulsed by feet, which I am one, but I just couldn't leave it because it was so weird. Look, it's like a, ugh, I can't even. I mean, it's just metal, and it does have some damage, but it's a sort of a digital nomad type vibe, isn't it? The barefoot sort of traveling around the world vibe. Anyway, I'm just going to move on from that. So I'm going to leave them there. They were £2.50. No, they were £5 for the pair. Much more my vibe and completely my scene. Fried egg. Oh, beautiful. Vintage 1970s gold tone brutalist. That I reckon is a tiger's eye stone bracelet with a bark textured brutalist clasp. Love it. Love everything about it. That will go in the collection. I paid £2 for that. Fabulous. Oh, I also got this. It was just to help someone out. I paid 50p. It's broken, but it's got that sort of traveller vibe. What else did I get in the flea market? Yeah, got this sort of veloury, velvety textured vintage jewellery box, which is putting up a little bit of a pop just like that. Oh, there we are, just like that. That's that. Draw there. Display yourselves beautifully. Like that. Oh, you lot can just sit there and behave yourselves. And oh, excuse me, what time is it, please? Let me just have a look at my. Oh yeah, it's around about 1972. Thank you. Next, I also got this from a charity shop. This is a fossil. I think it's vintage. I'm not sure when. I need to do a bit more research. I paid £1.49, and it's quite a wide enamelled bangle of little owls. There you go, kids. You can join your friends. Oh yeah, the last piece of jewellery I found was a lovely experience. I went into one charity shop, which is near the flea market, and I found this. And pretty sure it's vintage. Sometimes it's very hard to tell because they do still keep making them. But I didn't know what the stones were, and I felt like they were sort of, you know, important. I felt like they had some sort of charge. So I said to the lady in the shop, do you know what they are? She said, no, I've no idea, but you take them 2 doors down to the hippie shop called Angel Dust and they'll tell you. And I said, do you mean walk out of the shop with them unpaid for? She said, yes, don't worry, trust you. I thought, oh my God, the anxiety wasn't worth it. Well, it sort of was worth it because ironically, these are amethysts that the lovely people in Angel Dust told me, and that they are for dealing with anxiety. So they were ideal. But my only anxiety was that I had taken something out of a shop without paying for it, even though I was told to do, I was ordered to do it. So there we are. Aren't they fabulous? Amethyst to me is always like a sort of much more of a clear, darker purple colour, but these are like a lilac, very light lilac lavender. And lilac is filling my life at the moment. It's just everything in the garden. I'm living for it. I'll show you that later. Oh, it's just the best, and my mouth is watering. So there we are. Put you on there. Fabulous. Beautiful. On a different day, on Tuesday I think, I went into a charity shop I haven't been into for months and found absolute gold. Look. 3 Vilroy and Boch, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, little spice pots. Is that going to focus? Wait a minute. There! It's like magic when it focuses, isn't it? So that's a lovely little snowy scene with a chap taking his dog for a walk. They're spice pots with wooden lids. They're in amazing condition. I mean, they sort of look unused, to be honest. I'm not sure when they're from. And there we are. This is adorable. An elderly couple in their carriage with their little grey horse with a very jaunty gait. And a child, I think, with a bouncy dog. Lovely. And the last one is hive of activity. It's like me and Begonia in the Yarden. Well, that's me. That's her. Me working, chopping, grafting away. That's her. Sitting watching, leaning on a tool. waiting for the launch so she can just sit on my back. There we go. So that's them. And that's Villeroy and Buck. Luxembourg. Spice pots. In the same shop, I found this plastic box, 50p. It's just nothing really important, but I'll use it for storing my gold and my treasures. Speaking of gold, oh my God. I found these flea market day, but in a charity shop in another town. And I sort of left them the first time around because begonia coconut, there we are, amber glass, they were £2.49 for a set of 4 because begonia coconut has seen off a pair of vintage smoked glass weighted base crystal Wedgwood glasses, 3 vintage, possibly antique, red cranberry glasses from a set of 8, and they were a sort of gold leafed as well. They were so amazing. Now, it's incredible to find a set of 8 of any kind of glasses. A set of 5 is not a set, so they're ruined. So these glasses are so beautiful and just the most perfect colour, and they've got the height, and they've got a lovely weighted base, and they're not too thin and they're not too thick. They're original 1970s amber tumblers, and I thought they're so good. I don't want to sacrifice them in the house of begonia coconut. So I bought something in the shop, which I'll show you in a second, and I decided to leave these, even though the discussion with the lady at the till was, great. I left the shop and I couldn't stop thinking about them, and I thought, oh no, you've just got to go back and get them. So obviously, here they are. I'll do my best. I'll really do my best to look after you, but I'm pretty sure that their fate is doomed. And the other thing that I bought in that shop, which I got very excited about, got very dry in the mouth about, was a set of 4 original 1970s bright canary yellow with a bit of an orange stripe. I know the colour's gonna freak out. Yeah. Curtains, hang on. I've come behind the scenes. Is that working? Is that freaking out, the colour? They are like new old stock. I mean, they look mint. I don't even know if they've been up. Oh, possibly, but they've got the single. Oh, there it goes, blue again. Anyway, there we go. Just, there we go. Incredible condition. Super, super yellow. So yellow. So yellow, my phone is having a breakdown. And look at the condition. Yeah, that's them. Thrilled about that. They're still in the bag because I know it seems a little bit dangerous to wash them, but I'm going to wash them. And finally, from the charity shop, I found this vintage dress from Evans, and it's 100% cotton, size 20, which is quite unusual for that era. I think this is possibly 80s. Hard to tell, really hard to tell, but it's made in India and it is cotton, so it's definitely not modern. They would not use this kind of fabric. So I've washed it, It's beautifully clean and it's fabulous. Let me put it on the mannequin. Multi-tiered frilled Indian style, so boho it hurts. Vintage nomad's frock. So there we go. It's lovely and roomy. That would be perfect for rolling around the Yarden in. But I've got some belts from my collection that I should have shown you the week that I did the tooled leather, really. I've got an absolute belter that missed its moment, but now its day has come. One moment. Isn't that fabulous? It's Benidorm. Tooled vintage belt from Benidorm, which is the mecca for British tourists in Spain. I'm not saying anything. No, it's not a place that I would go on holiday, but it's Benidorm. You can Google it. So that's a classic look. Just for the record, I didn't buy this belt in Benidorm. I bought this in a charity shop. This is ironic. Just making that crystal clear. There we go. That's a Topshop belt, and I'm not sure if it's a reissue or if it's actually an original 1970s Topshop clip fastening butterfly belt. It's got two leather sections and this sort of elasticated band at the back, which makes me think that it possibly is authentically vintage, but it's so hard to tell. I don't know, and the brass looks like it's got age patina too. Don't know, but it is from Topshop, and it suits the dress absolutely perfectly. It gives it such an authentic look. Fantastic. I think I'll be wearing this myself. So that's the end of the vintage fashion and jewellery haul and stuff I got from the flea market. And I'm just desperate to get you outside in the yard, and I want to show you what it looks like. It's been so brutal over the winter, as I've gone on about so long. And I am thrilled to tell you all that there is life that I thought was lost. So I'm beyond happy about that. So what I'm going to show you now in the vlog is a collection of filming that I've been doing over the last 2 or 3 weeks. And I just want to say at the beginning, there's a lot of mumbling and grumbling. I promise you, it does get better. It does get more cheery. I just think I didn't want to lift the heavy sofa. So it sounds like I'm in a right old mood. I wasn't. I was just kind of a little bit, oh, don't want to lift that. So I promise you, stay with me. Don't leave me. Stick with it. It does get cheery. And so I'm going to insert the footage that I've been collating over the last few weeks, and then I'm going to show you a finished product of how it looks at the moment. The mumbling and the grumbling is not quite over because it's freezing and we are all sick of it. It's rainy, cold, windy, dark, whine, whine, whine. Now, I know it's May, and as a country, we're sort of, generally victims of our climate, and that's reflected in our miserable personalities. However, by the time it gets to now in the year, we're usually happy with just one of those situations, miserable situations, like slipping into the winter. So we don't mind a bit of wind and a bit of rain if it's warm, or we don't mind a bit of rain if it's just, sort of windy as well. I know that's not right. You know what I mean? The three, the wind, the cold, and the rain. No, that's enough now. That's enough. Stop. One of you, away with you. So I'm going out there now. There's a break in the clouds. It's late in the afternoon, and honestly, I've been sat there staring out the window, waiting for it to kind of cheer up a little bit all day. It's been raining and it's freezing. I've got 2 jumpers on. But I also want to show you proof of what I have to endure bear with me. Wait a second. Okay, may I present my evidence to the jury? Exhibit A. That is the back of my jumper. There's the label, the back. I generally wear them front to back, not back to front. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the landing paw. That is paw 2, paw 3, and paw 4. This could only happen in a standing position. And it can only happen if I am horizontal, bent double, stooped in the Yarden, and the muddy paws land from a height from some launch pad. And there I rest my case. You can imagine the scene. There's a lot of shuffling going on and a lot of stooping. Anyway, I'm going to risk it for a biscuit now. I'm going out there. I'm going to insert the footage from the last few weeks. As I say, bear with me. I don't wander off because of the mumbling and grumbling. It does cheer up. It does get better, and it looks lovely now. Well, hopefully, I'm just going to go and finish it. So here we go. See you in a minute. Okay, here's a little quick before. Right then, it's Bank Holiday Monday. It's bright but overcast, so not particularly inspiring, but I've been standing staring at these bins just full of indecision for weeks, months, as you know, and they were supposed to be for the fruit trees, but I've only got 3 and I've got 4 fruit trees, so I can't put 3 trees in and leave 1 out, because who do I choose? John, Paul, George or Ringo? It's easy really, isn't it? I'd leave John out. Oh, but symmetry is everything in my life. I love it. So I've just had to make an executive decision, and I'm a bit bored of trying to fix up this gate. It looks a lot better than it did, but look at the gorilla filler. It's gone sort of jaundiced yellow. Oh, weird. So what I'm going to do is take all of that out and fill that corner with huge big sort of piney firs that I bought yesterday from B&Q. I bought 2. I'll show you what it is. Thuja Occidentalis Brabant, and it was £15 and they had 20% off. So result all round. All of this is just a bit tragic. The rhubarb is just where somebody goes to. Exactly, that's what they do in there. Boop boop. So I'm going to take that out and I'm going to create a lovely shady, highly scented, pine scented little retreat. I'm going to have a cup of tea first. Right then. Also might have another chocolate roll. See how long I can string this out. Because it seems simple, but all of this has got to come up and out and all of that. You know what I mean. Here we go. Get on with it. I'm going to slice that off flush with my carving knife and then cover them with trees. Take my bee and put it on the back door, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, you absolute swine. Every single time. Get a stick. Oh God, it's dead. Get out. Are you dead? Oh, but I'm going to leave some leg. Oh no. Bloody hell. The sun's come out. Quick, take a picture. Oh, it's gone. I feel like it's going to come back. No, it's not. I just looked. No, it's definitely not coming back. I just sliced that bit off. Is that going to come off quite easily? Oh! Oh! You absolute beauty. Oh, it's white underneath. Oh, I've just caught a break. I literally feel like I've just caught a break. Cool. Okay. Take the rest of you off. Right then, from a distance, through the trees, you'll never see that. Woohoo! Okay, there's always that fear when I lift the tarpaulin up for the first time after the winter that there's going to be something monstrous under there. Every time. And sometimes there is. Don't need that. Yeah, no, don't need you. Give him the socks. Okay. What's lurking? Nothing. Nothing, it's fine. No drama. I'm genuinely not in the mood for this. But I don't think I was ever going to be in the mood because I'm sort of over it. But I'm going to get on with it because I'm never going to be in the mood to do it. So I might as well just do it now. You're going to live. I think you're going to break when I lift you up. Not in the mood. You idiot. Shite. Oh no. Oh. That was a bit of an ordeal. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to put them. I think when it gets to this point, you just have to sort of do a bit of sweeping up, don't you? You just have to do a little tidy. And then something. Plans coming together. Got an idea. Works every time. A little sweep, a little clean up, and you get a flash of inspiration, or I do anyway. Pine Glade. It's coming together. It's happening. Commenced. Oh God. I love it. I love it. I love it. I didn't have that planned at all, but look. I've been thinking for a while now to get rid of the outdoor sofa seating because it's fantastic. It was perfect when I bought it, but it's a bit too big now because it's so rare that you actually get to sit out because of the weather. It just sits there covered up in its tarpaulin most of the time. So how lovely would it be to have a sort of like a bucket chair or my bamboo chairs in there in that shady glade? It would be fantastic. So I think decision is 99% made. Hello. Okay then, now it's Tuesday and I only went out to the garden centre to get begonia coconut, a new verbena bonariensis, bonanzanensis, banabadabadab. I cannot retain the name in my head for love nor money. Anyway, I had to dig for it because there was only one in the shop and I saw it a few weeks ago and it just got shoved and shoved and shoved further and further back. So it's a little bit leggy, but no doubt she'll just... Yeah. Bacchus! Bacchus! Come on! Yeah, what's in the bag? Oh, yeah. It's your plant. Look. Yeah. It's your favourite plant. Oh. Straight in. Good girl. Okay, I'm very happy with this arrangement. I'm going to put the second one in there now and just pick these up from the garden centre on a whim. These are rescues. There was absolutely loads of them. So they're originally £6, reduced to £1.50. So I've got 2 of those. They smell divine. And I got 2 trays. These were rescues too. Mixed viola, highly scented. They were originally £4, reduced to £1. Bubble. Do you want this? Yeah. Come on, over here. Come on. Jump. Jump. You can jump. Yes, you can. Good girl. Oh, you're so brave. Bubble, come on. Lunch? Little salad? Yeah. If you eat all of that from the top, it will be very good for it. And you. Good girl. Great. She's getting stuck into that. Because we had 2 last year and she absolutely loved them. They were such a good digestive for her. She's got a very sensitive stomach. But this year, this is all I've got back from it. And they're really huge and they're supposed to be invasive. But it's a little bit tragic there. So I know she was looking for it. So I'm pleased I managed to find that in, that was in Morrison's. Really good value. Quite cheap. I think it was £3.60 or something like that. £3.59. But it's completely non-toxic to cats and she absolutely loves it. And oh, this is the other one. This is it. Verbena banariensis. And I don't think that's coming back. No shoots, nothing. So yeah, I put this one in. Let's have a look, see how much it was. Oh, even cheaper. £3.49. It's perfect, isn't it? There we go. So I just drilled several holes in the bottom with the basic drill. And if it proves that that's not enough, if the shrub is looking like it's a little bit waterlogged, I can just drill some more in the side once it's in. But I think that'll be alright. I'm going to fill it when it's in situ, so no humping and dragging. I'm not a total idiot. Okay, so that was one old unopened bag from last year. It's gone a little bit feisty look, but it doesn't matter because I reckon these things are pretty indestructible and will thrive almost. Anyway, so I picked up some more today, some fresh compost that'll go on the top, and the bins are 70 litres, the bag was 40 litres, and I got 3 more 30 litres, I think, so plenty to go around. Okay, it's a new day, it's a glorious day, the sun is shining and it's warm and it's gorgeous, so I'm going to take it for all it's got. Right then, so that was yesterday's little haul, little rescue. Today's plan, I've been staring at it for a while, is to get rid of the rhubarb, move the lucky lilac in with its friends, remove the rhubarb, cut it all the leaves off, don't know what to do with that, with the stump. I love rhubarb, but I just don't think it's going to enjoy the garden. And then what I'm going to do is put all the tree peonies that I rescued that are looking a little bit weak and a little bit straggly, and I've got two, that one there, I think that one was Sandra Bernhard, and this one there is Shirley Temple. They're all a little bit sort of straggly, so I'm going to put them all together in this massive pot, and that will clear up some floor space too, because real estate is valuable in the Yarden. That means we can get some more. Right then, I'm going to stop staring at it. In about 5 minutes, I might have a cup of tea first, and then I'm going to get on with it. Oh. Fascinating. This is good. Look, I put them all together. Look how much space that's taking up. And they're all going to go in there. I've just dug that lilac stick out that I shoved in and it grew. And it's got no roots. Nothing. Oh, look, there's a little fern in there. There we are. That one. Okay, I'll rescue you. Right then. So, pretty much done that side. And now, the worst bit, you know, the bit that you sort of leave till last and you just shove everything that you can't deal with in that corner. Yeah. Might have gone too far. Yeah, maybe. Oh! Hi! What's up? What do you need? Tell me. More food? No, just a sniff. We're now back to the present time. Hello, darling. Hello. Are you keeping good? Are you keeping good? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's quite warm. But needless to say, look at that sky. Oh, a little bit of blue over there. So I'll show you what I've got. I bought those and those. I think I showed you the lobelia, and I also picked up some sweet peas for her to eat, basically. They were $1.50 and $1.50 from Dobby's. And I'll tell you what was fantastic when I discovered this, because, ew, is it wedged? Oh God, there we go. So I had this jug thing, which had a dead plant in it, and I bought those for $1.50, and I saw that, and then I saw that, and I thought, don't, do. Ah, and the magic. It fits absolutely perfectly, so I'm thrilled about that. That looks gorgeous. Bit deadheading. And then I thought, right, okay, I'll go back and I'll sweep up some of the violas, because they just had rows and rows and rows of rescue violas, obviously overstocked, and people weren't buying them. I mean, about 5 to 6 rows of desperately needing rehomed violas. So I got a tray of the dark purple. They've got lovely names. Hang on, let me have a look. So this one is blackberry. Hi, darling. What's up? What? What? What do you need? No, I don't think you're hungry. No. This one is Cutie, Viola Cutie, and sure is super cute. Thank you. And this one is a mix, I think. Oh, warm mix. Yeah, so some lovely bi-coloured violet and yellow. Oh, there's some white ones in there too. More mixes. Anyway, they're all lovely and they smell divine. But what I really want to show you is, oh my God, the lilac. Oh, syringa. It's lilac, and the smell. Oh, I think that was just a snail falling off. And the smell is divine, beyond my wildest dreams. Seriously, it just fills the Yarden like it's a bowl of scent. It's heavenly. And there's the other one. These are the two that I bought from Morrison's, the supermarket, last year, really late in the year, and they were only about so high, quite small, and I think they were £5 each. And I just knew that they were going to be glorious, and they're absolutely fabulous. A little update. Oh, it's raining. I might have to go back inside. The rocket, it bolted, unfortunately, so it's going to flower and I won't get any leaves off it. I mean, I put it in the sluggery, so I wasn't hoping for much, but the flowers are actually extremely sweetly scented. They smell like very strong honey, like nectar. I know, the rain, darling, it's relentless. And it's raining, but I'm just going to carry on because it never stops. So also what I wanted to show you were these two little mysteries, and get your advice on it. I saw them in the supermarket. Been watching them for a few weeks in the supermarket, and I know a few of us had, but because they've got no labels and no tags and no barcode, they said in the shop that they weren't allowed to sell them. And I said, oh no, does that mean that they're going to get put in the furnace? And the shop assistant was trying to be so nice and, to be really kind of caring and helpful. And she said, no, they get put on the van and they get taken back to the depot. And I said, by depot, do you mean the incinerator? And it was completely out of her control. There's nothing she could do. So I went in and I just thought, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to fight for these babies. And it did take a long time. It took about 40 minutes. And they were so helpful in the shop trying to figure out what to do, because they're obviously so kind of restricted on, on the rules. But these are alive. These are living things. They can't be treated like food waste, which is basically what the situation was. They'd be classed as a waste. So I wasn't going to leave the shop, and I think they realised that. And I think they actually cared. So we circumnavigated the system and came up with a solution which pleased everyone. So I got these for £2.75 for the pair. I don't know what they are. I don't know whether they'll live. They've been seriously abused. But can you identify that? Do you think that that is possibly a pear tree? Or this one is maybe a pear tree? Because it looks a little bit like Paul up there. It has that sort of heart-shaped leaf. I've no clue. Absolutely no clue. Or do you think it's something else? I'd be delighted if you could identify it. Or just have a guess, really. Just put your guess in the comments. And we'll sit and wait and watch. I'll clean them up, I'll chop them back and repot them, and we'll see what happens. See if they bloom. It obviously it'll be easier. But I was trying to identify them in the shop with the phone app, and I think that's what pushed the assistants over the edge. Obviously she's serious about it. So yeah, Begonia loves them now. She's putting her blessing on them. Yes, good girl. And also what I'd like you to do is play Rose Roulette with me. Because these were two rescues. Obviously we know that one has left the band. They were the Supremes, not now. But look, I've got a bud on this one. There's absolutely no clue of what colour it is. So go on, have a guess. What colour do you think that's going to be? I am going to make a complete, total guess. I've been wavering between pastel pink and a sort of buttery yellow. There's no sign of any clues from the outside. It's total bud. But I'm going to go with pink. Pale baby pastel pink. What do you think? Have I squashed something? Yeah, I squashed a fly. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so that's that one. That's Rose A, pastel pink, the tall skinny one. And this is Rose B, the wider bushier one. And it's got a tiny little bud in there. Again, no clue of the colour. I'm gonna go with... Oh, I think it's gonna be like a very pale yellow. And I'm gonna go with that. I nearly said scarlet. It's kind of... No, I'm gonna go with pale yellow. So my guess, pale pink, pale yellow. A, B. Yeah. Play the game. Do you know, I've just looked at my lilac trees, which have never bloomed, and they look a bit like the two that I've just rescued, don't they? I wonder if they're lilacs. Look at that. That's my lilac. I know that's a lilac for a fact. And no, they don't. They don't look like a lilac at all. So my current plan is to try and put all of these violas, into my wall basket. So there's 4 up there and 3 here. But look at that. Honestly, can we have a refund? Can we have a refund on the weather? But look at my corner. I'd love to show you it all dressed and cushioned, and me and Begonia kind of lounging there in the evening sun, but so, oh, I just heard a huge rumble of thunder. I was going to try and get the violas in at the very least. I just still think it's not going to happen, is it? Yeah, dear. Oh, told you. Come on, Begonia. Come on. Inside. Come on. We are treasure hunters, not storm hunters. Good girl. Run. Yeah. Oh, was that lightning? So here we have the status quo. Have a fantastic week yourselves. Try and stay warm and dry. And good luck to everyone in Eurovision. I'll see you all next week, hopefully with a bit of sunshine. Doubt it. But I'll insert some photographs that I managed to take just very, very briefly over the last weekend. Just some stills that showed just a small glimpse of a little bit of warmth and a little bit of dryness. So, bye-bye everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.